Hello YouTubes! Welcome back, Haunt Fam. So I kind of had me a bright idea. What if I had took a nightlight and merged it together with one of my monster magnets and made a monster nightlight? Let's try it. Let's do it. Okay YouTube, so I just got back from Dollar Days. I just shot over there to see what kind of nightlights they had, to see if I can make this idea come to life. They had a couple different styles of nightlights, kind of a flat lens one, and one of these guys you can pull the little covers off, and I thought, man, you know, if I can make a transparent monster magnet, like I did before, these guys I have a separate video for my jars. I just took a clear transparent resin and poured it in. I put a little bit of pearl mica in the mold and dusted it, so I get kind of a translucent image. But I thought, man, I wonder if I could put a nightlight under this and make it where it actually lights up and have a monster nightlight. So I went over to the Dollar Tree, and I got us a bunch of nightlights to use. We can cut them up, chop them up, whatever. That's for a different project. But I thought, can we take a monster magnet that's clear and put a light under it to light it up? So we're going to get set up, we're going to try it, and see if we fail or we succeed. Okay, YouTubes, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple of molds. We're going to go with our Smooth Cast 325. It's transparent. I've done it in all my videos. I use a lot of that stuff. I did have a little discovery. I was checking the lights. So we have one yellow light here, and we're going to not need that housing. And the other lights are actually blue glow lights. So that's pretty cool. So I thought, okay, I grabbed a couple of molds. Maybe we can flat mount a guy on the back here, a monster on there, and see how that goes. We'll try it out and give it a shot. So I went ahead and I got some resin poured already. I got equal parts A and B, and the key to this is going to be keeping it transparent. We can't put a bunch of mica in there because it's going to deflect the light. So I've got some transparent glow powder, the lit stuff that's supposed to be like the strongest glow powder in the world. So I thought, man, maybe we can make these not only glow in the dark, but light up as well from the inside. So we just got to manage the amount of mica we put in there, and to do that, we're going to use inks. Inks are transparent. They tint the clear resin so that it's not real dark. I don't know how much light's going to pass through on some of these, especially these. I think I can drill a hole in the bottom of this and insert one of these guys and epoxy resin it into place, and we're done. We'll see. So I'm going to make a couple of guys. We'll mix and match and see what we can do. So I'm not going to do too much. Maybe just 2 drops of resin. This will be for the owl. We'll do him first. Yeah, you can see how that's sort of like egg yellow whites or whatever. That's kind of a dark yellowy color, but at least you can see the stick in there so it doesn't pass through. And then let's try just a little bit of the glow powder, because I want to keep it transparent, but I thought maybe we could make these glow in the dark as well. That'd be super cool. If they work out, maybe I can put some on my Etsy page. So I'm going to use just that little bit to start with, and I'll see how it looks in there, if it clouds it up real bad or not. Not really. Okay. Let's go a little more. See if we can only make this glow in the dark as well. Alright. Okay, so it's definitely a little bit cloudier. We'll see. Maybe I got to do more, maybe I got to do less. I don't know. So let's go ahead and mix part A in. Alright, we'll give these a couple of minutes. They'll kick. Today's a pretty warm day, so this should go pretty fast. We'll scrape the sides all the way down. And we're going right into a silicone mold. We're not powdering it or anything. Hopefully the resins will give you the nice shape of this thing, and the light from inside should hopefully show the details. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this out, and we'll get another one ready to go. Okay, YouTubes, so I messed up last time and I put color in my damn A cup. Total rookie mistake. Sorry about that. I'll get rid of that. So I went ahead and I grabbed the Baba Yaga mold. I know I definitely want her like in an icy blue color. So I've got equal parts resin mixed up again, and I did go ahead and I put some of the lit blue in there, and I used a transparent drop of ink, this weigh-in ink, so that should keep it where it's not too murky. So that's what we're getting to start with. A little cloudy, so hopefully that should be fine. So we're going to mix in A to B like we should, and we'll keep our A cup. Alright, so it's sort of a powdery baby blue color. I'm going to go ahead and pour in Baba Yaga, and then we'll start on Frankenstein next. Okay, YouTubes, so I've got the Frankenstein mold out. I've got him mixed up. I did a little bit of lit powder in green, and 2 drops of the green transparent resin. So we're ready to pour him in. And if you're doing resin pouring and you're working out the gallons, what I like to do is take a second set of caps that I take off the old cans. I just drill a hole in the top. So that way you're not trying to pour out a full gallons if you're trying to do small little batches like this. So keep that in mind if you're doing resin working or if you're working out the gallons. So let's go ahead and pour B into A. Get all that mica powder scraped up. And I just went backwards again. I'm a dumbass. All right. 2 new cups for the last one. Okay. So we got our A cup here. Let's pour up Frank. And then we'll move on to Nosferatu. Okay, YouTubes. So just about got Nosferatu mixed up. Lit powder does not make a red, so I went ahead and used some Art and Glow fluorescent red and 2 drops of red transparent ink. We'll see how that goes. So we're going to mix in A into B. So we keep our A cup clean. And we'll mix up, we'll pour into our Nosferatu. Then once he's all set up, we will demold and we'll take a fast test up against the lights. Okay, YouTubes, we're going to demold. We're going to start in the order we started with. And we're going to get the owl out of the mold. Okay. Okay, so we got us a nice little transparent owl. Little piece on the bottom, no big deal. I'll shave that off. So let's do sort of a lighting test. I want to check the blue light and the yellow light and see what the owl's going to look like either way. Kill the lights. Okay, so... Man, I think the owl's going to be perfect in yellow. That's cool. Let's check the blue. So on the blue, not so hot. Yellow's definitely the way to go for the owl. Okay, YouTube, so our little owl is demolded. I really like the yellow light under him. I'm going to go ahead and demold the rest of these guys. I'm going to do a light check on them to see which color they look better on. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, YouTube, so everybody's demolded. I did go ahead and light test each little monster to each light to see which I liked best. The results were kind of shocking a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and knock all these out. I want to show you guys our next step. We've got to flat sand the back, so I've got some 80 grit on the board. I'm just going to flatten out the back, get it nice and true. It'll leave it something like that, but it'll be all one level. And I'm going to go ahead and drill out the holes in the bottom to make sure I've got room to poke that light in there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll UV resin it on because we want to stay with the clear transparent theme so the light will pass through. So I'm going to knock out this owl and then we'll go move on to resin gluing the owl to this light stem since I know this is what I want to use for the owl. Okay, YouTube, so I got our owl all prepped. I went ahead and flat sanded the back of everybody. I got a little die grinder bit, and I just ground out a hole big enough for the light to fit in there. So now our light fits in the back of the owl nice and snug. So how are we going to attach it? Well, we got to keep it clear. We just can't pile a bunch of glue on there because we need it to pass through. We could use E6000 because it is transparent. But I want something stronger than that. I mean, this owl sitting on top of this nightlight might be a little janky and easy to break off or snap off, you know, if a kid runs past or something. So I want to go with UV resin. This stuff cures with a black light, and they make a little flashlight version. You can get it on Amazon. So all we basically got to do is take our light. We're going to fill up our little hole where our little light lens goes. Just like so. We'll turn our UV light on. We're going to use the big boy, which is our 80 watt Welke light. I'm going to hold the owl in there and we're going to hold it over the light. The light should pass through and cure the resin. And if I have to, I can go back and put a second coat on if need be to kind of smooth out the back. And I might just go ahead and even put a coat of flat clear on the back of the owl just to kind of knock off the transparency in the back. I don't know. I'll plug it in and I'll test it. But I'm going to use UV resin, which is awesome stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and knock out the rest of these night lights. And when you see them, we're going to plug them in the wall and see what they actually look like when they're working. Alright guys, let's take a look at these night lights. Here's the owl. He glows great with the yellow glow underneath him. And I put a gold wash on top of him. Here's Nosferatu. Again, I put a red wash on top of him. He glows pretty great on the yellow base. Okay, Haunt Fam, here's Frankenstein. I went ahead and put a green wash on him, and he still shows through, just to show a little bit more of those details and wrinkles in him. And he looked the best over the yellow light. Okay, tubes, and last we have Baba Yaga. We got her on the electric blue lens. She shined the brightest. Obviously, she's blue. She looked great on top of the blue, so I went ahead and shaved the lens down a little bit to match her. But man, she looks really bright and blue. So I'm really happy with her. Okay, YouTubes, those are our Resin Monster Nightlights. We just used transparent resin, a little bit of ink, and some glow powders, and we made these beauties at a dollar store nightlights. So let's go ahead and talk about that giveaway. Okay, YouTubes, we're making this a giveaway. We're getting so close to 1,000 members on the Cobwebs and Candlesticks Facebook page that I want to do something to kind of commemorate it, that we're almost at 1,000 members. So I want you guys to go down below in the comments and write, give me your stuff. And I'm going to enter you guys in a couple of weeks. I'll probably do 2 weeks or so. Maybe by then we'll be at 1,000. If not, we'll be close. But you don't have to prescribe. You don't have to register. You don't have to like. You ain't got to do nothing. Just go down below and write Cobwebs. Give me your stuff. And in a couple of weeks, I'll do it on a Facebook, on the Cobwebs and Candlesticks Facebook page on a Saturday. And I'll announce the winner. And I will give you viewer's choice. You guys can take any one of these 4 beauties home that you want. And I'll throw in a bunch of extras and stuff and hook you up. So if you guys get a chance, go check out my brothers in the Trio of Terror, Vic over at Monster Misfits, and Dave at the Weird Kid Show channel. Guys, we're doing non-stop projects, man. We're halfway to Halloween, and we're basically just getting started. So get a chance, go check out my brothers, subscribe, show them some love, and hey, come on by the Cobwebs and Candlesticks Facebook page, join the Haunt Fam, and show us what you're making, man. Put your pictures up and share your builds and ask questions and learn a little something. So until I see you guys again, keep it evil, always. Hello, YouTube! Son of a bitch.